Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new New York Lottery $5 win $250 ticket. This is part of the March 2024 series of tickets coming out in New York. And this one is a number match game, and there are two symbols you can find on it. The first one is a 5X for 5 times your prize, and the second one is the $250 burst. Now here on this page, we are looking at the prize structure and odds that the New York Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.38, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $5 up to $250 on this game. The big thing about the prize structure is the top prize. So this is not a jackpot game. This is a game where, the max you can win is $250. So, that's important if you are considering playing this game. There are no taxes to talk about. So, we'll go ahead and run the numbers. When you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in just barely over 66%, which is too low. I wouldn't play this ticket based on this payout number alone. It's nowhere close to the 70% that we look for, 70% minimum that we look for all tickets. There's never a reason for a state to put out any ticket less than 70% payout. Because states can make plenty of money in that 70% range. So for New York to put a $5 ticket out at 66% payout is just a complete disregard for the customer. They don't respect their customers at all. Now, the other thing about this 66% payout is that it does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not many people are going to be winning, which means very few people are even going to see 66% on this game. So what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $100 prize level. So the average person does have access to most of the prize structure here. Now, if you are just an average luck player, when you do win on this game, now I'm not suggesting that you play it. I wouldn't touch this game because the payout's so low. But if you are playing it, when you win, you're going to expect to see between $5 and $100. And there is a split there at the $100 prize level. It's about 93-7. So, almost all of the $100 prizes fall here in the bottom 99%. The other 7% are going to join the $250 prize to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 438 tickets. So you're in well over $2,000 before you would expect to see even one of the top 1% prizes. So that's really important to note if you are considering playing this game for some reason. So what we're going to do is we are going to take the value of all of the top 1% prizes, subtract that value from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout for the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 55 and 56%. This is also a low number. This is below the 60% minimum that we look for all tickets. When you get down here in this 50% range, the tickets are just really tough on the average player. So 99% of people are going to lose half their money, basically, is what this is saying. Now, here on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in New York $5 tickets, and you can see the data point for the win $250 ticket over here on the right. So you can clearly see that this is the best $5 ticket that we've seen come out of New York since starting this channel. And so, that's not really saying much because the value is so low. But, maybe this is the start of New York starting to improve their $5 tickets. Who knows? Now, I don't recommend playing any $5 tickets in New York. The payouts are just trash. But if you are playing $5 tickets in New York for some reason, up here in green, you see the best ticket in every category. So if you're playing for overall value, the win $250 ticket is the best one that has the highest payout that we've seen. If you're playing for odds, there's a few that have the same odds. So $500,000 Blast, $500,000 Year of the Dragon, and Magic 8 Ball all have the best odds. If you are a more conservative player and you like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, Extreme Winnings um, is the least brutal. All of these tickets are really brutal on the average player, Extreme Winnings being the least. And then if you're more of a high roller and you like to win a little bit more money, when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1% plus the money, it has the most value at the top. And then we are also keeping track of top prizes as well. Now here on this page, we are ranking New York $5 tickets based on overall payout. Let's see, 66% win $250 right here at the top of the list. And again, that's not saying much because all of these values are so low. Here on this page, we're ranking based on that bottom 99% payout. Win $250 is in third place on this list. And again, all of these tickets are really, really rough on 99% of people who play them. Here on this page, we get to rank $5 tickets across states. So this is interesting that we get to see what other states are doing. And yeah, I mean, these are the top 35 $5 tickets we've seen on the channel so far. You don't see New York anywhere on this list. As a matter of fact, the 35th place ticket has a payout of 69%, which is still too low, but it's over 3%. It's almost, well, yeah, it's over 3 percentage points better than the best $5 ticket coming out of New York. So, that kind of shows you how low the $5 ticket values are in New York, just not competitive with, a lot of the other states that we're looking at. And what we really want to do is, well, we want to just mention Massachusetts because Massachusetts regularly comes out with $5 tickets at 76% payout. That's more than 10 percentage points more than what New York is doing. If you live close to Massachusetts, like I wouldn't be buying scratch tickets in New York anyways, but if you live close to Massachusetts and it's an easy drive, like you have access to some of the best maybe the best scratch tickets in the country. So take a drive, go pick up some scratch tickets from Massachusetts and just forget about New York tickets because they are almost all complete trash. But what we really want to do here is look at this ticket in first place, the Fast 50s from Georgia, came out at 77% payout. That's about 11 percentage points more than what New York did with this winning $250 ticket. And 11 percentage points with a $5 ticket, that's a huge amount of difference there between what Georgia did with this one and what New York is doing with this new one. One scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the game. Multiply that by the $5 price tag, that's $50 million just for one scratch game. And 11% of 50 million is $5.5 million that the Georgia Lottery put into the hands of its players with this game, that the New York Lottery is basically stealing from its players. And so, that's enough money to be upset about, I think. And so, again, the state has no regard for its players, completely disrespectful. And yeah, I mean, borderline, like, I think it should be illegal for the states to not advertise the payout amounts and basically steal money from their citizens. I mean, it's not a good situation. Now, here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. 55% not really that close to making this list. So again, win $250 is going to be really, really tough for the average player. Now here on this page, this is just gives a little bit more context as to how low this payout is. We've got a $1 tickets regularly coming out in Massachusetts at 69% payout. That's almost 4 percentage points more than what New York's doing with its $5 tickets. So I'm going to stress again, like, if you can, just drive to Massachusetts and get some better tickets. I mean, New York tickets are just trash. We also had a $2 ticket come out in Georgia, 75% payout. That's 9 percentage points more than what New York's doing with this $5 ticket. This is completely backwards. You should never have a more expensive ticket with less value than cheaper tickets. And it's not just a little bit less, it's a lot less value than these, much cheaper tickets in these other states. So the New York Lottery should be embarrassed and ashamed at the value that they're putting on their scratch tickets. Now, here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel so far. There might just be one $5 ticket here. So we see that it is possible for a $5 ticket to make this list. We just need the New York Lottery to quit ripping off its citizens and do what's right. Here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout, so the friendliest tickets to the average player. We do see a couple of $5 tickets here, with a $5 ticket being the best. And so, yeah, it is possible for a $5 ticket to be a good ticket. But that's about it for the New York Lottery $5 win $250 ticket. 2 thumbs down. I mean, the overall value is just way too low. And again, New York Lottery tickets overall are just horrible. And for the third time, please don't play New York Lottery tickets. Just go to Massachusetts and get you some good tickets. But that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.